I want to show you about note on the staff. A lot of you, when you were doing a note exercise wizard lesson, you were really confused as to what they are. So the first thing is this is a staff, right? You look on my screen here. It's a staff, and you know, because we did this already, you count from the bottom to the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. Okay? The staff has 5 lines, like it's notated over here, and 4 spaces. So every line or space represents a white key on the keyboard. So if you were playing piano, you can see as you go up the piano, it goes up a line on the space. Now, you don't necessarily have to know the names of the keyboard, but just knowing that kind of helps organize it in your head, I think. There are 2 clefs, bass clef and treble clef. The trombones and the baritone are playing the bass clef, and the treble clef is everybody else in the band room. The treble clef sign is also called a G clef. And back in the day, it used to look like a G. If you traced right here, this would be a G. And it circles G. So this is a G. And the saxophones, you know, that was like one of your first notes. It's a G. Clarinets learn this note. Pretty much everybody's learned the G in treble clef, but you see it's on that second line. After that, you just go alphabetical order. In music, after you get to G, you go back to A. So G, A, and then B, and then the rest of the notes. See, they're just in alphabetical order. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. We ran out of room. So what do you do when you run out of room? We add ledger lines. Ledger lines will solve our problem. A ledger line is a little line that we add to the staff. So after G, can you guess what this note would be? After G, remember over here we went G, A. So after G, we go to A. And we can keep adding ledger lines. All right, bass clef. Bass clef is an F clef. It is used to look like an F, and it doesn't at all anymore. But this little dot here, the beginning, that's an F. It's on the F line, and these 2 dots surround F. So the first note is F. And just like we did before, we can add the note names in alphabetical order. So going up, be G, A, or F, G, A. And if we go backwards from F, so here's the F again, F, we just go backwards in the alphabet, E, B, C, D, A, G. So if you were playing the grand staff, which we don't really need to know about, but I'm going to show you how these two clefs connect together. This would look really confusing, right? 10 lines, 11 lines. So we're going to eliminate the middle line. So now we have a staff up here and a staff down here. And we put our treble clef and our bass clef on. And they're joined by a note called middle C. So we added a ledger line up. So for both bass clef and treble clef, this is C. All right. So now, when you're naming notes, we go to exercises, note identification. When you're naming notes, all you have to do is figure out. So this is treble clef. We know that's a G clef. So you go here to G, and you just go G, A, B, C, D, E, F. So this is an F. And in fact, this F is an F flat because there's a flat sign in front of it. So I got it right. Now, if we knew that was an F up there on top, then this would be G and A flat. We just go in alphabetical order. So see if you can figure that one out. G, A, B, C, D. Okay? If we go to bass clef, go to bass clef here, and we go start. We can do our alphabetical order thing. So this is F, this line right here, because this is an F clef, and before F comes E, and before E comes D, and before D comes C, and then B, and then A, and then G, and then F, and then E. And this is an E, and there's a sharp in front of it. That makes it an E sharp. Okay? Same thing. Remember, that's that middle C that connects the bass clef and the treble clef. But if we know this is F, G, A, B, C, E sharp. Okay. One other